Alright, so today we're taking a look at the new Polaris. Do a little walk through here, take it for a quick flight, just see how it handles. Um, let's see some of the specs we got on this. Looks like it's got 5-man turrets, one size 6, two size 4s with omniskis. The size 6 has a two bespoke cannons. Omniski laser cannons, and size 3 turrets with Panthers. Well, looks like 3 of those. And then we've got 2 remote turrets. Well, actually, 2 manned Panther turrets, 2 remote turrets with the, and then we've got, looks like 12 Ignite 2 missiles. Looks like 7-point defense cannons and a tractor beam. Obviously, capital ship components, with the exception of the quantum drive, which is size 3. We've got size 10 torpedoes, looks like 28. And then an additional 16 size 3 arrestor missiles. So it looks like we're looking at about 454,000 health. It is considered a capital ship. Alright. As we did a little walk around while we were talking, I'm actually trying to get in. Looks like they've got some more work to do on the access points, as it doesn't look like the elevators are working from the ground. At least for the ramps. And then there is actually an elevator up at the front as well. So yeah, we're having trouble getting these. Alright, let's see if we can get this elevator. It's been a little bit of an issue getting this thing to come down. You got to stand in like just the right spot to be able to access it. And it does take a second to come down. Oh, there we go. So they'll need to work on that. So, much like usually when I do these walkthroughs, we'll start out in the hangar. We'll take a look at it. Take a tour through the ship. See if we can find everything. Now, obviously, this is a little bit larger, multiple floors. So it's going to be a little bit. And bear with me, as this is the first time I'm seeing it as well. Alright, so we'll go up and check out the cockpit first. The command deck, however you want to look at it. Not letting me out. Alright, there we go. Alright, so just a quick tap should actually get us out of here. Like I said, they've got a little work to do on it, but it's functional. Alright, so we've got, looks like, what, 8 escape pods up front? Roughly. Got the hollow that's not working yet, but supposedly will be down the road. Fire extinguisher is not in yet, obviously. All right, so you got two gunners in the back, captain in the center, pilot on the left, co-pilot on the right. So standard layout, pretty much. For a capital ship, anyway. With our limited experience with them. U to turn the ship on or off. I to turn the engines on. You also have buttons that you can use for it on the display here. You can see standard panels. The pilot does not have any access to any of the guns, although I believe we can get the missiles and fire those. So, not a lot to it. You're basically just flying the ship. Let's see, commanders, obviously being a combat ship, the commander station probably isn't going to have a lot of functionality. Let's see. Yep, there's power. So you can look at the display, the MFDs, so you have access to those anyway. So I guess theoretically you control power and mod it and where you want it during the fight. Co-pilot going to be pretty much the same. Let's take a look at the gunner spots. There we go, power on. Alright, so same thing, you got one MFD basically, and the guns. This one looks like it's under the ship. Actually, this looks like the back of the ship. So that's one of the size 3 Panthers. Alright. I expect both of these gunner seats are going to be just a remote operator. And they'll probably be tied to a specific one from the looks of it, since it doesn't look like there's a way to change. Same thing, one MFD. Alright, yeah. Well, this one actually looks at the back on top. So, right one facing forward is the bottom. Left one facing forward is the top. Alright. Back through the escape pod room. Go in here. So we've got the armory here. Gotta be honest, having the armory up right behind the cockpit kind of surprises me. I would think that would be in the lower part of the ship near the hangar or near the cargo area, especially if you're transporting. But it looks like they can carry a number of suits once they get that working, and a number of weapons, both handheld or pistol size and rifle size, and at least 2 heavy weapons. Once the suit thing is active, it looks like that should be good. Let's see what else we got here. So captain's quarters are actually locked because they're still working on it. So we won't be able to see that. So here's one of the side turrets. This is likely one of the, I'm going to say probably the size 4, be my guess. Yeah, looks like size 4. You got 4 guns, 4 cannons, laser cannons. So nice little feature. It shows you just the turret. Looks like you got about 7 shots. I'm assuming you can probably stagger them as well, so that might help some. And obviously, if you put more into the guns or into weapons, you might get more shots. The way it's been working lately is you typically need about 2 pips of energy into the weapons in order for each or for each turret. So we'll see if that holds out at some point. It's just me today, so we can't really check that too much. All right. Looks like we got a fuse or relay. All right, looks like, so we're in the crew quarters. Crew bathroom, obviously. So 2 to a room. Gotta have a crapper. Looks like what, 1, 2. Looks like 2 bunks. Alright, so here we got the mess hall, so forth. Take a look at that again later. Obviously the other door went out in the hallway too, but I'm kind of trying to be methodical about this. Alright, so we have the hangar. Let's see, this is back into rooms. Like here, okay, so we got a ladder here. I believe there's one on the other side too. That should go down to the cargo area. Yep. Alright, what we got here? Looks like I'm gonna guess from where it's at. This is probably an exit, like an airlock. Yep. Should be one on either side of the ship. No ramp, ladder, or anything like that. So it's going to be basically ship to ship, or that's probably one of your docking ports, maybe. I don't know what to see. All right, another turret. That one's probably the big one. All right, another escape pod. Dispersed throughout the ship, I guess. All right, back into the hangar area. All right, so pretty good sized hangar area. I know people have fit at least 2 prospectors in it. Obviously, you could fit a boatload of Furies. I believe I've even seen somebody fit a Vulture in, although from what I understand, that's pretty tight. So I guess if you wanted a ship to run around in temporarily till the Liberator comes out, this would work. You could at least take 1 industrial ship with you. Alright, we'll take the ladder down. This should come out near the cargo area. Still suffer from ladder issues like everything else. Yep, there we go. Cargo area. See, engineering. So obviously, engineering terminals are not functional yet, as they don't have the engineering in. So one of the many fuses we're going to probably have to change out. No power buttons on it. multiple ways to get around in here. Maybe just use the ramps. Alright, so nothing really to see down here. I would assume the other side's pretty much identical, but we'll check. So yep, we got one engineering terminal, second one that's not on. Again, go down here. Nope, looks like we actually have, let's go, this should be towards the engineering elevator. There we go. Go back up to the cargo bay or go to the hangar. Well, I guess down to the cargo bay. Alright, so we've got cargo elevators that go up to the hangar. Obviously, don't look like they'll probably get a hold of a lot, but you'll be able to transfer some stuff up. Probably a couple SCU at a time, I'm guessing. You got 2 elevators. Another elevator. Back down to engineering again, I'm guessing. Yep. So, main engineering terminal, and there's the elevator. Back up top here. Component access, so obviously capital ship components, other than, like I said earlier, other than the quantum drive. Like they're not all fully implemented as far as accessing them. We're just not hitting the right places. Alright, so we've got the brig here. This will be fun. Lock somebody in there, don't let them out. Or, you know, I wonder if you can actually log out on them. We'll see. That would be interesting if you could log out on them as well. Alright, so back to the turret. This will be the other access hatch. Yep. Obviously, again, no ladder or anything. Alright, where were we? Looking for medical. This turret. Alright, that's the armory again. It's on the side of the ship, I'm pretty sure, so I'll probably have to go back farther. But we'll keep going. A lot of doors. Makes sense in a combat shit, I guess, but still a lot of doors. So obviously not hard to get turned around here. We're talking multiple floor ship. I mean, once you get used to it, obviously you won't have a problem. But first time through, you'll be trying to figure out where stuff is, and the map works, but obviously it only shows you so far. See what the ramp looks like here. Yep, there we go. It's starting to open. Just slow, I guess. Looks like the ramp starts coming out before the doors open, so that's cool. Alright, obviously you got a decent amount of space down here. Considering this ship holds, I believe, like 500 and something SUU. No, let me take a look here. Looks like 576. So I'm assuming most of that's going to be in the cargo area. Here's the torpedoes. The whole point of this ship. So, as you can tell, 4 launchers. 7 apiece. So for a total of 28, you can launch 4 at a time. And that'll ruin somebody's day. We thought size 9s were bad. Now we're at size 10s. Obviously, you can fly this thing by yourself, but you can't fight it or anything else. So this is definitely going to be a multiple person ship to operate. And then obviously when engineering comes in, you're looking at even more. So you figure you're going to need, so let's see, size 6, 2 size 4s, basically 4 size 3s, I think, if I remember right. So you're looking at 4, 5, 6, 7 people just to man the turrets. The torpedo operator is separate as well. That's down there. If I remember correctly, you have to have a separate person there. There's no way to shoot it up from top. Although we didn't check the co-pilot, so maybe that does there. We'll have to find out eventually. But this is just a quick walkthrough. Well, quick as relative. It's going to be about 45 minutes, but and then, of course, you're going to need probably at least 1 or 2 engineers. So, I mean, you're looking at quite a few people if you want to fully man this ship. Call it 10 or 12. Not to mention if you have any Furies launching off of it, you'll need 1 for each of those. Or if you have anything else going on. Obviously, if you just want to use it like a little pocket carrier, then you can load up Prospector or Vulture or something and go to town by yourself. Alright, so back to the mess hall. So we've got a couple of relaxing areas, talking areas, whatever, a couple of tables. Nothing really much to see. Nothing really works in there per se. Alright, and that is back to the crew quarters. Back to this ladder. Obviously, this is the other one, so I'm pretty sure it comes out pretty much the same area. Yep. Actually, that might be the one we took earlier. Alright, let's go ahead and close this door. ramp. Nice little animation there. Obviously missed a door up top somewhere. So we'll have to see if we can find that. Alright. Alright, back up the ladder. Does not seem to let out in engineering. So just cargo floor to the hallway up top. Alright, so there's one of the other turrets. Ah, here we go. Medical. Here we go. That was the last room. Alright, so you got 4 beds. I believe they're tier 3. Nope, tier 2. So these are tier 2 beds. So, so you can fix anything short of tier 1 injuries. Obviously, you can set your respawn to the Polaris. Yes, the glass doors do shut behind you. Nothing really to see at the console, apparently. Just a little spinning. Must be running Windows. Alright, let's see. Heading back towards there. Well. Alright, so here we're back at engineering again. There's gravity, I'm guessing. At least that's what it is in all the space shows. I'm guessing this will be your chief engineer terminal. Alright, let's go back up to the hangar area. And looks like the ramps and this front elevator are the only way out. And obviously the front elevator you can call from down below. But as of yet, you cannot. And you got to get up to the main elevator panel just to be able to see it properly. Go ahead and exit the ship here. And at some point here, we'll do a fly through. Just want to make sure this work's coming down too. Send it back up and relieve your elevators down. All right. So now let's see about going for a ride. Do a little quick trip over to Selling and back. I'm not going to actually land or anything. As you can tell, the PTU is pretty busy. Everybody's playing with toys. So we'll just wait for our place in the queue. I'd imagine this is going to have a lot more down the road. Alright, so we're showing altimeter. You hit this, it'll actually show your speed as well on the center there. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but the PDCs do... I think it's PDCs. Let me look here. Yeah, the PDC turrets are actually automated. I actually watched one of my buddies fly around in theirs, and somebody launched a missile at him, and it took it out. So... also watched him launch a torpedo at an F8, and yeah, they track. It's not a dumbfire weapon. You lock on launch and it'll actually track them, because the F8 was able to outrun it with boost, but as soon as that ran out, it caught him. And launching decoys and so forth didn't save them. They launched another one, and they were still able to see it out to about 14,000 kilometers, that is. Alright, let's get this beast off the ground. And I guess it's a nice little animation feature, but I'm not sure what them little arms coming out is worth. A little snow glare coming in here. Alright, so we'll get out of atmosphere, jump to Selling, probably stop part way, just to kind of explore things a little bit. And we'll bring it back and land and see how it is coming in. And we're already going to be close to 3/4 of an hour here, so... And with just me flying, we don't really have the resources right now to be firing guns and doing bounties or anything else. So this will be just a quick flight. All right. And we'll go ahead and drop out around halfway or so, just so we can take a look and see what it. Go ahead and kick it into SCM. All in all, it's a pretty nice looking ship. Kind of RSI signature look with the flight air, with the cockpit area and so forth. So go ahead and play around with some settings here. A little outside view in the sunlight here. So pretty responsive flight control wise. You see a few of the turrets. If you look closely on there, you'll be able to see PDCs and so forth as well. Go ahead and rotate here, see the bottom. The way they've got it set up, it looks like with PDCs, no matter what angle something is coming from, you're probably looking at least two of them being able to track. So, all right, let's go ahead and take this thing back and get it landed. Yep, that book's still there. So just type something in, then back it out. And then you should be able to start finding stuff again. All right, let's do a little wiggle here. See what we've got. So, like I said, pretty responsive. I mean, obviously it's a capital ship, so you're not going to be making fighter moves. But considering I think the only thing longer is the 890, it's very responsive, because if you flow in that, you know how responsive that is. As one of the first capital ships released in the combat line, definitely not bad at all. All right. So obviously we've still got the case where you have to fly to the planet first before you can go anywhere else. So that has not changed in 324.3. All right. It looks like it brought us out right over spaceport. So we'll see how it handles coming down. It's obviously a one-time in large ships, reclaim or anyone. Coming down like this could be very detrimental to your ship health and your personal health. So I actually came down on an SCM, but honestly, it didn't come down too bad. Probably could have come down a little faster in nav mode and still been okay. Obviously, it takes a little longer than turn than some of the smaller ships, so go ahead and get us a hangar here. There we go. Where's it at? There it is. Got lost in the wash out there. So, looks like a top speed of around 100 and something. So nothing fast in atmosphere. But you wouldn't expect it to be this large of a ship. Obviously does not stop on a dime, but that's to be expected. So I'd say as long as you're careful flying it, you shouldn't have any trouble. Obviously in space is a different story. Alright, there we go. Walk through and quick flight completed. Alright, go ahead and refuel. Obviously, operating costs on this are going to be significantly more than some of your other ships. Unless you have all capital ships, and in which case it's probably about the same. Again, the only exits right now seem to be the front elevator up here and the ramps, which might be kind of hard to close from down below. So I'd say unless you're bringing vehicles in and out, you probably want to use the elevator. Alright, we'll go ahead and get out of here and get this put away. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Otherwise, have a good day.